Hello and welcome back to Figuring Out AI. I'm so glad that you're here. Now, I read something recently that surprised me. One of the most common things people are using AI for these days isn't writing emails or planning holidays, it's emotional support. People are turning to ChatGPT when they feel stressed or worried or just need to talk something through. And I'll be honest with you, that made me a little uneasy because a computer program is not a counselor. So I wanted to look into this carefully and find out, is this actually helpful or is it something we should be cautious about? So today, I'm going to show you 3 ways ChatGPT can genuinely help a worried mind. And one important line I think we should never cross. Well, let's figure this out together. Before we touch the keyboard, I want to say something important. ChatGPT is not a therapist. It is not a doctor. And it is not a person. It has no training in mental health, and sometimes it can sound very confident while being completely wrong. So I'm not here to tell you that it can replace anyone, your doctor, a counselor, or a friend who loves you. What I am going to show you is something smaller and I think more honest. A few gentle ways it can help you think more clearly when your head feels full. And that's it. A thinking tool. Keep that in mind as we go. All right? Let me show you what I mean. You know that feeling when there are 10 things swirling around in your head and you just can't tell which one actually matters? Well, I get that often. So here's the first thing I do. I just type it all out. Everything. Like this. I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed. I'm worried about my doctor's appointment next week. The car needs a service. I haven't called my sister back. And I'm not sleeping well. Can you help me sort these out into what I can control and what I can't? Hit send and let it respond. And look at that. It's taken my jumble and laid it out calmly. The things I can act on are here. The things I can't control, over here. Nothing magic happened, but my mind feels a little quieter just seeing it organized instead of spinning around. I call this a brain dump. You're not asking for advice. You're just asking it like a tidy sheet of paper that helps you see your own thoughts. And that I found is genuinely calming. Here's the second one. And this is one I really value. Sometimes the worry isn't the problem itself. It's that we don't know how to say it, especially at the doctor. You can go in, you freeze, and you walk out having forgotten half of what you're meant to ask. So let me show you. I'll type. I have a doctor's appointment about some dizziness I've been having. Can you please help me write down the question I should ask and help me describe my symptoms clearly? Hit send and let it respond. Now I have a clear list that I can print or write down and take with me. I'm not letting it diagnose me. I'd never do that. I'm using it to help me walk in prepared and feel less flustered. That's a finished product I made myself, and it takes the edge off the worry. You can do the same for a difficult chat with a family member or anything you've been dreading saying out loud. The third way is simply learning. There are well-known time-tested techniques for settling a busy mind, and ChatGPT is rather good at explaining them in plain, simple language. Let's type. Can you explain a simple breathing exercise I can do when I feel anxious? Please keep it very easy to follow. Hit send and let it respond. And there we go, nice and clear, step by step. Now think of it this way. It's like a friendly librarian handing you a well-known book. This is general information that lots of people use. It's not personal advice made just for you, and it doesn't know your health, but as a way to learn a technique you might find useful. It does that beautifully. I need to talk to you about something serious, and I want you to really hear me. Everything I've shown you today is for the small, everyday worries. The full head, the nervous appointment, the busy mind at the end of the day. If you are feeling genuinely low, if things feel dark or hopeless or just too heavy to carry, ChatGPT is not the place to go. And I mean that. In those moments, please talk to a real person, your doctor, someone who loves you, or a helpline with a trained person who are there exactly for this. Here's the honest truth about why this matters. Part of what makes AI tempting is that, well, it's there at 3 in the morning and it never judges you. But that's also exactly the danger, because it can feel like company when you really need it, but all you really need is a human being. A program can't truly care about you. People can. So let the people in. So, can ChatGPT help with stress and worry? My honest answer is, in small, gentle ways, yes. It can help you untangle a busy mind, prepare for a hard conversation, and learn a calming technique. As a tool to help you think, it's quite wonderful. But it is not a substitute for a doctor, a counsellor, or another human heart. Keep that line firm, and you'll use it well. If you found this helpful, do give it a thumbs up and subscribe so we can keep figuring out things together. Because remember, if I can figure it out, so can you. I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.